Major report, reps or DeAndre Hunter himself may be seeking a trade out of Cleveland per multiple sources. It seems as if DeAndre Hunter's attitude, his representation, may prefer that he plays basketball elsewhere. Matt Palange at Cavs Digest. We get big news. As I'm at the gym just an hour ago, I see this and I'm like, oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys all about it. We're going to cover it today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm going to get straight into it. So one quick word from our sponsor before we talk about this DeAndre Hunter news. But before we get into all the news today, this video is brought to you by none other than Kalshi. When you download Kalshi using the link below and enter code DIGESTNBA, you'll get $20 when you trade your first 100. Kalshi is the largest prediction market in the US, and on their platform you can trade yes and no on real-life events such as sports, elections, news, and pretty much everything. And whether you're in California, Texas, or Cleveland, Kalshi is live in all 50 states. For sports fans, trade on game outcomes, playoff chances, all player performances, all on a regulated market where you can cash out anytime. It's currently the NFL playoffs. If you think you know who is going to win the NFL playoffs, you can make your prediction on Kalshi right now. How about the college football championship that's about to happen? Miami versus Indiana. Do you think Miami's going to win? Make your prediction. Do you think Indiana's going to win? You can make your prediction right now. It's genuinely just a smarter way to use your sports or news knowledge, and you can close positions whenever you want. So go ahead and download Kalshi with the link below, and don't forget to use code DIGESTNBA to get your $20 bonus, and thank you once again to Kalshi for sponsoring this video. So thank you so much to our sponsor, Kalshi. Let's talk about Mr. DeAndre Hunter, who is the news today. Just over an hour ago, I open my phone, I see X, and I see that DeAndre Hunter reportedly could be seeking a trade out of Cleveland or his reps. He might have not said anything specifically, but it could just be his attitude, his gestures, or his reps want him out of Cleveland due to maybe he's playing less, maybe the vibe isn't right, the energy isn't right. And Atlanta Hawks fans actually said, one time commented on my post, get rid of him now due to his attitude. And that's what it seems like, because DeAndre Hunter is an incredible basketball talent with all the right tools to be an elite superstar. So there has to be something that really, really limits him from being an all-star or even higher all-star caliber player, because on paper, can shoot, great statistical defender, very, very athletic. How is he not good? Well, there's got to be something. We're going to talk about all that today, but let's first talk about the report that I saw so you guys can get behind the info, and then we'll break more things down. Per HP Basketball, among the things I tend to squint skeptically at is when someone says that guy wants out bad. NBA players do tend to have pretty good perspective that they make tens of millions to play basketball and that their worst situation is still pretty good. But there's a lot of smoke around the idea that DeAndre Hunter, or at least his representation, would prefer he be somewhere else. Boom. Who wants DeAndre Hunter? You guys in the meme, who want me? And it's a no. Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll see. Are the Cavs even interested in trading DeAndre Hunter? I have those details too. First, I want to talk about DeAndre Hunter as a player, because a lot of Cavs fans have been on him this season due to what looks like a lack of effort. He's not playing the best defense when he's literally a good defensive player, and he just really, really seems to be struggling from the line. Let's look at his stats now to just kind of break him down and see what's different, what's bad. 14 points per game, so his point scoring has regressed. I'm pretty sure his rebounds are around equal his assists, and he's shooting worse from both sides of the ball. 14 points is just not good. 30% from three is like pretty bad. And in 27 minutes, you have to score more points, especially because last year he was playing around the same amount of minutes, but he was averaging around 20 points per game, and he was way more efficient from the field. He just completely regressed. We know the vibes are down in Cleveland. We know that this is a Cavs team that just lost to the Utah Jazz by 11, and he played bad yesterday as well. But there's something more going on. Maybe he just does not like the environment. Maybe he doesn't like the environment of teams that are not playing good, because last year it seemed like he loved it. Maybe because the Cavs are struggling, he just wants to give up on them. Maybe he did the same thing with Atlanta. Maybe he just wants to be on a winning team. Who knows? But as of right now, there's some issues going on with DeAndre Hunter. So we got Clutch Sports for HB Basketball pushing the Lakers to trade for DeAndre Hunter. We're going to revisit the trade. And then apparently they're rejecting trade offers, so we're also going to dive into the contract. So DeAndre Hunter, the man of the hour, the man with all the news today, because that's all I'm seeing, has all the elite tools to be a great basketball player. Could shoot the ball well. As I said, he has literally every trait and every tool. Why is he bad? Well, this season alone, it seems like it's an effort issue. It seems like it's a vibe, a mindset issue. It really seems like DeAndre Hunter just doesn't want to be on a team that is not playing at a high level, or maybe the energy of the whole Cavaliers team is down and it's really affecting him, or he's realizing that there are 5 players at least on the Cavaliers that I'd rather have play 20 minutes a game than him. One of those is Sam Merrill, one of those is Jalen Tyson, one of those might be Naquan Tomlin, one is Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland. So that's actually like seven or 8 players I named at this point. Simply because the fact that every time they're on the court, they bring some sort of energy that looks so good, or they're just better players overall, like the starters, right? And Jalen Tyson has been significantly better than him this year. And to be honest, where we are with the Cleveland Cavaliers, because Jalen Tyson is at such a high level, Sam Merrill is at such a high level, you could ship this guy the heck out of Cleveland and just let Max Strus come back from injury. I've always fought for the fact that Strus should not be a shooting guard on the Cavaliers anymore. He shouldn't be a small forward. He should play the shooting guard position. But with how DeAndre Hunter has played, I showed you his stats. I wish I had videos of just this guy looking lost on the basketball court, like he need Dora the Explorer and get a freaking map, right? This guy looks lost on the court. Looks like he doesn't have any effort. Sometimes Lonzo looks like he's putting in more work on the court than DeAndre Hunter, although they both are kind of similar. I'm comparing Lonzo Ball to DeAndre Hunter. Because Jalen Tyson and Merrill have been at such great levels, the best small forward option for the Cleveland Cavaliers is literally Max Strus. I understand that this team, that we talked in the offseason about how he's a shooting guard playing small forward, but let's be real with ourselves. The Cavs won 64 games. The Cavs have done well with Max Strus at the starting small forward spot. It doesn't seem like, even though we pushed for DeAndre Hunter to take the starting small forward spot, now it's dropping. So per HP Basketball, it looks like he might want out. But who wants him? Is it going to be the Los Angeles Lakers? Do they want him? It says Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent. So we do get 2 players back. But I actually tried this trade in Trade Finder. And I really think people don't understand how the second apron works. Apparently towards NBATradeMachine.com, this trade does not work. It doesn't work. Because it would put the Cavs can only equal the $23 million that DeAndre Hunter makes. They can't go above it. And I'm pretty sure they $25 million, Gabe Vincent and Hachimura Archimite, something like that. Could be a little off. But the second apron does not allow this trade specifically. But I think the Lakers, on paper, want DeAndre Hunter more. We also can't do a Rui Hachimura swap because the money is not there. He makes $23 million. Rui makes 11 or 12 million, something around there. He makes somewhere in the lower end of $10 million. So, of the 10 to 15 million. So, DeAndre Hunter cannot be traded straight up for anyone. And at this point, the second apron limits you so well. And we're going to look at the contracts because the Cavs are still paying Chuma Okeke. They really don't have. He makes a lot of money, $23 million. And I don't think the Cavs want to eat that contract another year. I think their best option is to get out of the second apron. I'm going to talk about that in tomorrow's video because Windhorse mentioned something. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for that. But as of this second, there's not really many options of like where DeAndre Hunter's playing. He's at peak age. I'm pretty sure statistically over the course of NBA history, the peak age of players is like 27 to 31. Obviously, it's gotten younger now because players are getting in the league quicker. But he's only, the youngest he is today. He's 28 already. He's already given up on Atlanta. Atlanta wanted him gone. They gave us this garbage. We're going to revisit this trade in a second here. But overall, the Cavs just don't have the money to make many deals. DeAndre Hunter makes a lot. Who wants that contract? We'll find out. Let's now have some fun, and let's revisit this trade. Actually, let's talk about this first. The Cavs have been receiving offers about DeAndre Hunter. And they've been rejecting them because they want to ride it out? Give the roster more time? Give the roster more time for what? Are we waiting for Strus to come back? Buddy, that guy might not come back till past the trade deadline. You can reject offers, but you best betcha that you make sure teams know that he's still available. That we'll call you in a month. We'll call you in a week. We'll call you in 2 weeks. Because in no way, shape, or form should we be just throwing trades away because we want to let the roster. Guys, we've seen this team just lost to 11 to the Utah Jazz after beating the Timberwolves, which was arguably our best win of the season. We proceed to get double-digit beat by the Utah Jazz. Let's revisit this trade because 10 times out of 10 times, I would probably still do this trade. And I'll tell you why I'll do this trade. Not because of getting DeAndre Hunter. Also, at the time when we got DeAndre Hunter, it was still a good trade. The 3 second-round picks, I really, really question because I do think that picks are very valuable, and I think you could use those. Think about it. Second-round picks, Amani Bates, Luke Travers. Actually, never mind. But this allowed Jalen Tyson to really emerge because you got rid of 2 of your forwards to get 1, and this allowed this year Jalen Tyson probably wouldn't even be on the roster or probably wouldn't even be playing any sort of playing time if this trade never happened because you would have LeVert, Niang, and Strus playing at the forward spot. So I would still do this trade. I'm not really too disappointed on it, but that's what we have about DeAndre Hunter. A lot coming out. Drop a comment below what you guys think about DeAndre Hunter. And please make sure you subscribe to this channel to stay updated with all this trade deadline stuff that's coming out. A lot of it, in fact. Like this video, share this video with your friends. I'm Matt Palange. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Gav's Digest.